Back on the road and I don't look back, cause I already know it's a talk show. Every time I touch greatness, they take it, I hate you awful. When I lay down that night, gave it my all, getting out of this office. Pray to God every day, say fuck the hate, my hand on the cross. Lost on the road, don't know where I'm going, but I will find out tomorrow. Happy today, Father came where I don't have to ask or beg or borrow. My life is a movie, I just keep it moving, allow me to spare you sorrow. Too much whooping, shit hit different, on my way to Chicago. They know I'm hot, I know they twat, they want a spot, bitch, that's a lot. Know I rock to the nigga off top, bitch, want my spot, send them up my pops. Ain't shit sweet when your mob on the beat, but I thought it was weak, I was born to compete. I'ma let you know what the numbers don't show, these bitch ass niggas can't fuck with me. The money these niggas been for in a week, I woke up with that, I can't shop out my sleep. Talk too much, can't shop with me, keep that on the hush, cause we push a P. They be trying hard, but them niggas ain't me. Look like LA, but you ain't G. Stab in the kitchen, young nigga cooking. I ain't going back for these niggas pussy. Bad bitch, bust a dime, just put a cell in the mail, that's a touchdown. It's a bunch of fuck niggas mad, cause we up now. Made it to the top floor, bitch, I can't calm down. Back on the road and I don't look back, cause I already know it's a talk show. Every time I touch greatness, they take it, I hate you awful. When I lay down that night, gave it my all, getting out of this office. Pray to God every day, say fuck the hate, my hand on the cross. Lost on the road, don't know where I'm going, but I will find out tomorrow. Happy today, Father came where I don't have to ask or beg or borrow. My life is a movie, I just keep it moving, allow me to spare you sorrow. Too much whooping, shit hit different, on my way to Chicago.
Hey, my nigga got a couple videos lined up for you to check out, of course. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get straight up in there, man. This one of the ones I was interested in. It's a clip, the baby, on what really happened in between him and Stunner for Vegas. I want to see what's up with that.
Stunner for Vegas.
Shit, he took a different route with his journey. You get what I'm saying? I tell that nigga right now, like, you know, I'm happy for him, because whatever you doing now, that's what you want to be doing. That's what you'd rather be doing. I'm that type of nigga. He know. It ain't no nigga that want to see him win the way baby wanted to see him win.
Okay. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I felt like them niggas was a hell of a combo. Especially coming out of, both of them coming out of North Carolina. I like to see them get money, run around, tearing it up together. But, you know what I'm saying? As long as there ain't no bad blood in between the two. I wasn't looking to hear nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't looking for it, but glad to know that it ain't nothing at all. That's pretty dope. Hold on.
Y'all know that too. The first time y'all saw me in this bitch, who I had next to me?
Stunner for Vegas, that's right.
Come on, bro. Who I had next to me? Every question, I diverted the attention, boom, to him. Every interview, everywhere I go, I'm going, it don't matter who I meet, every fan, every goddamn tastemaker, every person in the industry. When you get done talking to me and everybody wanted to talk to me, I got them. You met Stunner for Vegas and walk off. Yeah. He ain't supposed to let niggas play like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, you ain't supposed to. It don't matter. You supposed to move on. You ain't supposed to stop for nobody. You ain't supposed to. If you in a situation, if you want more, I don't put ceilings on nobody. So whenever anybody around me, you know, feel like that they can go further by, you know, taking their own path and not, you know what I mean? Not what I necessarily say, boy, you should do this, you should do this, you should do that, whether it's working or not. I say spread your wings, and I'm gonna be the first nigga to clap when you do it.
Facts. I'm saying, well, I can feel that.
Spent more money on artists than Interscope than spent on me, and that's facts. You know what I'm saying? Honor right here used to remind me all the time, you goddamn, like, hey bro, like, make sure motherfuckers is goddamn great. Hey, niggas don't do shit like that.
Hey, them niggas straight. Moving along. Gene Deal back talking about Diddy.
I'm asking, because I know the topic is sensitive. What happened to Usher?
I heard about some music executive from the industry back in Harlem. You know, I heard it from some music executives back in Harlem. And I'm not gonna speak on their name. They doing programs and everything like that, and they may be doing some programs, they may speak on it themselves. But I heard it from some music executives.
What did you hear?
Bro, you know how people be talking and we was around some people, something like that, and then some people might say, yo, I don't F with that dude. And at the time, I didn't even know who the F Usher was. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those type of situations. And when probably say, yo, man, I don't F with them niggas, man. I'm getting out that industry and everything like that. You know, Puff sent this little kid to the hospital. How he sent him to the hospital? Man, nigga was bleeding from the butt. And that's what was said. But I didn't even have a name for the kid at the time.
Wait.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Man, nigga was bleeding from the butt.
Somebody suck that baby's dick! Somebody suck that baby's dick!
Niggas nasty, dog. Niggas nasty.
Embarrassing!
And that's what was said. But I didn't even have a name for the kid at the time. Then you heard, and that's what happened. So, and just to hear this, and this new thing where they saying that they got kids coming forward and said that he did that, man, that shit is crazy. And like I just said, you know, that's just something that I heard.
Hell. Niggas need to send help bad, man. Oh, Sean, that's a fact. Who that boy Sean Mays in the building and my boy Waterman, man. Sean, what's good?
What you do?
Waterman.
What you do?
That nigga way worse than Diddy, bro. I mean, R. Kelly. That nigga, Diddy a whole different monster, bro. Gotta think about it. He had more money than R. Kelly, more resources, more power, he had more room to do way more nastier shit than R. Kelly is. You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly was an artist. Diddy was a CEO. You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly was an artist. Diddy was motherfucking the mogul. Like, so you know that shit gonna be. Ugh. Oh my God, bro. That shit is hideous. Everything that's coming out is utterly goddamn disgusting, dog. And then too, now the names coming out the woodwork. It's names and people I would never expected wrapped up in this shit, coming out in this shit, dog. What we saying? Bron was at them parties, boy. And shit, I damn near believe it. You know, they say Bron was at them parties, G. They getting out of hand. This is a national crisis, G. Like this, boy, woo. That thing getting scared. Miss Chicago.
What you do?
Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
Hi, Miss Parker. We gonna let me fuck, Miss Parker?
Geez, Sean May said the youngest was 9 years old. I've heard that same number floating around too. And man, I can't. A piece of me don't even remember being 9. Honestly, I don't even think I can remember 9 years old or any canon events in my life that happened at 9. One thing I do know, my pops died at 8. I remember that. So obviously it was the year after, and that shit was a blur. That shit was pretty much a blur. But even still, cognizant or not, for a child to have to go through that shit, they not, man. That's irreparable damage, bro. You know what I'm saying? Them people taking these demons, they taking shit from people that you can't get back, man. You can't get your innocence back, G. You can't get your youth back. You know what I mean? Once that happens mentally, you no longer see the world as a child, you're not gonna reverse that way of thinking. You there, it's up and it's stuck. You know what I mean? Once your mind you become exposed to things that children not supposed to see, man, it's shit over with. You'll be around other children, they all happy with that ice cream and them lollipops, and the only thing running through this child mind is some shit that they had no business partaking in. Never be the same, and that shit horrible, cuz.
It's the 27th of November, 2000.
Dilly gon' man, if he did, I wouldn't motherfucker. If he did, shit, I might throw a goddamn party. If the things that they're saying about this man is true, yeah, man, shit. If something happened to that nigga, I'm throwing a party. I tried to tell folks he was still alive, shit. That may be a reason why he's no longer with us. And that's crazy. Kendrick said it's time to watch the party die. He damn sure did. Hey. Good reference, good reference.
What are you?
Good reference.
13, and we are here for Kanye West's interview on the Sway in the Morning Show on Shade 45. Brace yourselves, for this is the day Kanye tells the world that Sway doesn't have the answers.
We gonna this is when rap interviews got out of hand. I love videos like this when they compile videos of, you know what I'm saying, motherfuckers snapping out, getting out of pocket, getting out of character. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna swing itself back to the Diddy talk, some kind of way, form, or fashion. I got some more videos surrounding that too, so man, let's go.
Stuff and don't need them and do it yourself.
How, Sway?
Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers.
What happened to my boy comments? Why he delete this shit? Why my boy delete this shit? Somebody must have blocked him on accident.
You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway.
Kanye,
I've been doing this more than you.
Doing what?
You ain't got.
Come on, chill out.
You
bro.
ain't got the answers.
Kanye,
you ain't got the answers.
However,
Kanye was ready to slap shit out Sway. Sway ain't know that. Boy. Sway ain't know it, boy. He was that close to getting them motherfucker face fired up, cuz. Kanye wanna slap him. I bet he did. Hey, you know what? Bursky, my nigga Bursky in the building. What's up with it, bro?
What are you?
With everybody in the bushes, man. Everybody double tap the screen. We got 14 rockers with us right now. Appreciate you. But hey, you know what? You know what? This is what I wanted to tell all my sneakerhead homies and shit. All my homies that's down with the kicks. Now, I seen a Instagram reel the other day. It was a little kid. He was like, when you find out Kanye wasn't at them parties, and he just flexing all his Yeezys and his Diddies. In his Diddy. Flexing all his Yeezys and all his Kanye merch. You know what I'm saying? Pulling out the old albums, the Yeezy teddy bears, shoes and shit. And that instantly made me think like, okay, all my sneaker homies, cuz. I don't know what y'all on right now, but y'all might want to start buying up them Yeezys. All my reseller homies. Y'all might want to start buying up them Yeezys. Because if it comes to find out that Kanye was not at them parties, bro, that man stock going right back through the roof. That man stock with the people, his fans, and with culture, period, Kanye gonna be motherfucking God. If it comes out that he was not at them parties. So niggas might want to grab these motherfucking Yeezys while they sitting up on the retail rat. The fuck now? You know what I'm saying? That's a little bit of game for a line, you know what I'm saying? Put that in your back pocket, you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Watch out what's going on in these streets, man. Kanye finna have a whole second win of being that nigga again. Especially if it's confirmed that he was not at them motherfucking parties partaking in that shit that them people were doing. Kanye finna be back. All the way back at that. Yeah, shit. Shall we continue?
this interview didn't start on an aggressive note at all. In fact, no one could have predicted that Ye would end up yelling at Sway. The show actually started with Sway giving Ye his flowers, praising him for his achievements in music, and even calling him the most impactful artist of his generation.
The most important artist of this generation, over 21 Grammys, 6 consecutive #1 albums, one of the most impactful voices to ever grab a microphone. One of the most talented producers to ever produce.
Kanye did not say like that. Somebody edited that shit in there. He didn't say that like that.
One of the most impactful voices to ever grab a microphone. One of the most talented producers to ever produce music, fashion.
Either Kanye is an asshole or this editor ain't worth a damn. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Why?
Art. One of the most prolific people to ever speak on behalf of his thoughts, to trigger emotions and trigger thought of you. One of the most clever people to ever manipulate the internet.
Sway talked about Ye's journey from when he was just a producer. He stated Kanye used to insist that Sway hears his rhymes, and also mentioned some of Kanye's many controversies.
Sway, you gotta hear my rhymes, man. You gotta hear my rhymes. I know I make beats, but you gotta hear my rhymes. Being on a train.
Okay.
Amtrak train going to Philly to now being mentioned alongside the President of the United States more than once. We talk about President Obama, but you forget some of the things that this man has said to really go against the grain and challenge thought.
Right.
Fearlessly, for example.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
And then another thing is like people so gay conscious now. That's like the whole thing, like with the internet. Every day somebody, oh, I can tell he gay now, you know. But back in the days, people used to have songs called like "Get in That Ass" or something like that.
Remind me again who's the original Superfly. And I got love with hope, but I ain't fucking with that super.
After this, they started talking about the Yeezus tour and all the artists and producers that have inspired and influenced Kanye's music. But the interview starts to go not as planned when they start talking about the fashion industry and how the big companies have made it difficult for Kanye to have a brand of his own. A brand that doesn't have to rely on Nike or Adidas. Ye described the fashion industry as controlling and classist. He stated that they would make it impossible for him to succeed if he doesn't collaborate with them. However,
Yep, that's pretty much how it goes, bro. Me and somebody were having a real deep discussion about fashion. And yeah, if you don't work or intern at one of the major fashion houses, if you don't get stamped by Louis Vuitton, Dolce & Gabbana, all them designers, man, Maison Margiela, fucking Gucci, any one of them you can name. If you don't come through one of those houses, your brand ain't going no motherfucking where, bro. You might as well be an unsigned rapper at that point, like type shit. If you don't get stamped by a major fashion house, it's over with. That's what the fuck you were talking about. I've learned that myself just doing a little bit of research with fashion and following trends and seeing who brands became successful and who didn't. You know what I mean? And shit, we're just talking about black people. Like, what new designers in the past 10 years that we know made it? Pharrell, fucking Virgil, Kanye. But every last one of them was attached to Louis Vuitton. You know what I mean? So basically, Off-White wouldn't motherfucking be Off-White if Virgil wouldn't didn't have a high ranking place before he passed. You know what I'm saying? He worked for Louis too while doing Off-White. So it just seemed like you got to get that stamp of approval from the major fashion houses before your brand is, you know what I'm saying, respected in the fashion industry. It's cliquish, like shit. If you ain't with us, fuck you type shit. You know what I mean? One way in, no way out. That's what it appears to be. So that's what kind of Kanye was trying to break down. And Sway was on some, man, you can do it yourself. No, you can, but shit, ain't nobody gonna buy that shit.
However, Sway was of the opinion that Kanye doesn't need to collaborate with any of the.
We'll give your homie the stamp before you, on purpose, just to prove a fucking point. You damn right, bro. You damn right. Look, bro, I'm telling you. For my guys who be following the drip, y'all know, these niggas play dirty, man. It's a dirty game.
Big brands. Instead, he could just start his own brand from the ground up. Ye insisted that he needs to work with the big brands so that he could work with the best people.
Matter of fact, that's exactly what happened to Ye and Virgil. Them niggas was like that, and Louis pulled that goddamn move with Virgil. Then goddamn, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
And get the best materials at the best price. Otherwise, he would just be extorted by everyone he tries to work with. However, as the back and forth continues, Ye gets fired up and proclaims that he is the most impactful artist of this generation, and that trying to marginalize him will not help anyone.
Standing up and I'm telling you, I am Warhol. I am the #1 most impactful artist of our generation. I am Shakespeare in the flesh. Walt Disney, Nike, Google. Now who's gonna be the Medici family and stand up and let me create more? Or do you wanna marginalize me till I'm out of my moment?
Sway challenges Kanye by telling him he doesn't need the big brands. he could just do everything himself.
Or why don't you empower yourself and don't need them and do it yourself?
How, Sway?
This is when Kanye goes off the deep end and lets Sway and the whole world know that Sway doesn't have the answers.
You empower yourself and don't need them and do it yourself.
How, Sway?
Take a few steps back to go.
You ain't got the answers, man. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway. I've been doing this more than you.
Doing what?
You ain't got.
Come on, chill out.
You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers.
Ye gets blinded by his rage and his passion. Sway tries to get Kanye to calm down, but at this point, it was somewhat of a lost cause. Ye fails to realize that Sway isn't the enemy and was only trying to advise him on how to solve the problem he had. Kanye insists that Sway still doesn't have the answers. If you've not lost or spent $13 million to empower yourself or gone through the same route as Ye, it's kind of hard for him to take your advice seriously.
I'm asking you.
You ain't been doing the education,
bro.
You ain't been doing the education.
Calm down.
You don't have the answers though, because you're trying to give me advice about something. You ain't got the answer. You ain't spent $13 million of your own money trying to empower yourself.
Sway states that he's invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in clothing lines, but pay close attention to Ye's facial expressions when Sway says this. And you can see Kanye clearly roll his eyes at Sway's hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of investment.
But I spent hundreds of thousands and putting out clothing lines at a smaller degree.
Kanye states that it's difficult for him to take Sway's advice when his clothing line failed, and no one even knows its name. And you can't deny that this is great radio.
Hey, Sensei, man, salute. Appreciate the sub, G.
What you?
Yeah.
Ralph level.
Let me ask you this. I'm asking
What's the name of your clothing line? We don't know.
Kanye,
you know what I'm saying?
Because I lost money. But that's not
exactly. And I can lose money on a higher level too. Don't think just because I got the most or the least money.
Let me finish my question, dog.
Man, man.
Let me hear the question,
you don't have the answers.
I'm asking you for the answer. It's a question.
Credit to Sway for keeping his cool and eventually getting Ye to calm down and stop yelling. It's important to state that Ye eventually apologized for his outbursts in both men.
Yo, that's our Kanye face at 100,000, man. He wanted to tell Sway something. Nigga, if you don't get the fuck out my face, 100,000. But I just said 13 million. You ain't lost 13 million in this shit, boy. That the fuck, 100,000, boy, you don't get the fuck out my face, man. You want to tell that man get out his face so bad, dog.
Eventually hugged it out.
I be me. What's going on?
I understand your world because when I go to your concert, I'm curious about what you're saying. I don't know. That's why I'm asking you the questions.
Well, I'm explaining to you what it is.
Okay, but you ain't got to turn up on me man to man, dog. Fuck these mics. We can turn all this shit off. You ain't got to do this. It's cool.
Kanye still looking like, man, boy, fuck you. And Sway they got tired of Kanye shit right there, though. God,
I love you, bro. Don't try to embarrass us.
I'm not trying to embarrass y'all. What I'm trying to say to y'all.
This interview eventually comes full circle, almost a decade later. In an interview with
that shit crazy. So I said, look, bro, we turn the mic off. All right, look, check this out, though. You finna be talking to me like I'm a bitch, boy. God, that interview was a classic.
ABC's Lindsay Davis, Kanye West eventually agrees and admits that Sway did have the answers.
So Sway, almost 10 years ago, said, man, why don't you do it on your own? Was he right?
You know what? I will go ahead and say Sway had the answer. I know people are gonna be like...
However, unlike this interview, in some situations, the interviewer is actually the one yelling at the rapper. In May 2017, Lil Yachty was on the Everyday Struggle show, and he was being interviewed by academics and Joe Budden.
I remember this.
Yachty was on the show to promote his new album, and he was asked by the interviewers if he was happy with the life he was living.
I don't care about the business part. I care about how Yachty feels.
I'm telling you how I feel. You're giving me every day. Wait, say that. Happy. I'm happy every day because life is moving in such a positive way. I can't get slowed down.
But it seems Mr. Joe Budden is the authority on whether someone is happy or not. According to Budden, Yachty's answer was a media-trained response.
Maybe he has been media-trained. This is a very media-trained answer that I'm getting.
It's not a media-trained
answer. Let me respond to what you're
saying.
How I am. Okay, let me tell you about how humans are.
Okay, I'm listening.
After hearing Lil Yachty say he was happy all the time, Joe Budden then flew off the handle and told Yachty that it is impossible for Yachty to be happy all the time.
Cannot tell me. You would be lying.
Joe Budden was fucking out of pocket for this. I don't care. That nigga was out of... You can't tell nobody how they fucking feel, bro. You can't tell nobody how you feel. He was all the way out of pocket for that one. But I mean, shit, ain't nobody happy all the time either.
To tell me that as a young man, how old are you?
19.
In this industry, in this music industry, in the music business, you are happy 24/7. That is a lie. So, that is bullshit, and I refuse to have somebody tell me bullshit. I want to have an honest conversation.
So when you come from
Lil Yachty did explain his stance to Joe Budden, But you've got to wonder, will Budden have the same energy if this was a bigger and older rapper from a different generation?
You come from a college dorm room with no money, okay? You scamming credit
Just
cards.
all college dorm rooms.
And you ain't getting no play with no girls. You have no clothes. You have no car. And you come to having 3-4 cars. You got millions of dollars, $500,000 on your body just to wear, and any kind of clothes you want, any hoes you want. How could you be upset?
Budden then lost his shit again after he asked Lil Yachty what he wanted from hip hop, and he didn't get the answer he wanted or expected. Instead, Yachty stated that he's here to have fun.
I don't know. I mean,
you don't think that's a question you should answer at some point?
What do I want from hip hop?
Or are you leaving all of this to QC to figure out?
No, I mean, I'm making music, bro. I'm just having fun. You know what I'm saying? My fans love it.
You're gonna have a problem with just having fun at 5
What did you want from hip hop?
You're gonna have a big problem with just having fun. You don't sound like you're very aware with what's going on, and you're one of the hottest niggas on earth.
But what do you want me to say? You want me to say?
I want you to be aware of your business. I want you to know whether you're in a 360 or not. I want you to appreciate the culture that changed your life and took you from college dorm room eating fucking oodles and noodles. I want you who's well-spoken and articulates himself well.
My nigga. Chill.
Yeah, hold up. Yo,
However, while Lil Yachty managed to keep his cool, some rappers simply waste no time and just walk out of the interview. This interview happened in December 2018, and if you ever want an example on how to set a bad tempo for an interview, Ebro was a very good example for you. I mean, why invite someone to your studio and then start the show by telling them you are not exactly sure you wanted to interview them at all?
Good morning, beautiful Laura Styles, Rosenberg, Kodak Black in the building. Give it up one time, yeah. First time. Yo, man, first of all, I gotta be honest, I was skeptical on doing this interview. I saw your other interviews where he's wearing like a ski mask and all that, and I was like, I'm not really interested in talking to this, but.
The interview goes on for 17 minutes, with Ebro and his co-host asking Kodak Black various questions about his music and how he deals with fame. But after some time, Ebro asked Kodak about his sexual assault case, and this
Ebro was fucking out of pocket for that shit. All the way out of pocket. Trying to get some clicks and views.
Obviously makes the rapper.
This interview, oh my God, this would piss me off.
Quite hostile.
We take sexual assault here serious, and we can't, get into details, but we hope, to have you back so we can have a deeper conversation about that because, this is a serious topic, and we're hearing these stories a lot.
Kodak probably didn't want to speak about this issue because since it's an ongoing case, anything he says about it will probably be used against him in court, and you probably expect the interviewer to know this. However, it seems the next question after this seemed to even piss off Kodak more. And you got to wonder, why would anyone ask Kodak about a conspiracy theory concerning the moon?
We were talking about the show. Today that for some reason I just have a hunch that you would care about is the idea that landing on the moon was a conspiracy.
Why the fuck you think I care about some shit like that?
That our
Why would you think I care about that, sir?
Moon landing in 1969 actually took place.
What the fuck y'all talking about?
That's exactly why Hot 97 fell all the way off, dog. I remember at one point, Hot 97 and The Breakfast Club had my mornings in the chokehold as far as YouTube concerned. I couldn't wait to see what they was gonna post, both of them. And then I feel like once other media outlets started blowing up, posting a little bit more salacious content, that was trying to ride the wave on the radio, trying to keep up with what bloggers was doing, and was trying to do like blog style content on the radio, and that's what it got lame, dog. Like at one point, these interviews and the content behind it was like a staple for artists and shit. I remember when artists was on, like, I can't wait to get my Breakfast Club interview. I can't wait to be on Hot 97. And then they started being lame. Like, out of nowhere, trying to keep up with bloggers. That's how I feel. That's what happened to them. That's what happened to both of them, Breakfast Club and Hot 97.
But even after this, Ebro decided to stir the waters again.
You seem upset that I brought it up.
I feel like sometimes when niggas like be going through shit, like y'all be entertained by bullshit. You know what I'm talking about? So it's like change the subject. I'm finna walk out.
Kodak clearly stated that he would walk out if they persisted with the topic, but Ebro's response showed that he obviously didn't care.
We'll change which subject?
Just whatever. Like,
well, they tried to change the subject. They was talking about the moon landing.
That's bullshit too. So talk about something else.
Well, I was saying, I think
we don't have to talk about nothing else. We could be done right here.
All right, I'm going. Say less.
That's a bummer.
I don't know. People don't tell me what to talk about on my show.
As Kodak was leaving the interview,
but when the man walk out, he get to talking crazy. As soon as Kodak enters the door, you gonna tell me what to talk about? Hey, look. Hey, that motherfucker up. Boy, you get out my face.
Ebro complaining that he wasn't going to let an artist tell him what to talk about on his show. Kodak Black's interview definitely didn't go as planned. And unlike Kodak, some rappers don't walk out of the interview. Instead, they confront the interviewer and even make him quite nervous on his own show. The interview I am about to show you turned out to be the interview of that year's summer. In fact, The Breakfast Club ended up deleting the entire interview from their YouTube channel. Back in 2014, the 1990 rap group Onyx were doing their Breakfast Club interview. The interview started on a cordial note, as the group members talked about how each person was discovered, and how they were eventually signed by DJ Jam Master Jay. But in the last 30 minutes of the show, the whole interview goes off the rails, and someone got checked on their own show. Charlemagne asked Fredro Starr about the time he was involved with Brandy, and this is when the whole interview gets quite heated. Fredro didn't want to talk about this because Brandy was allegedly underage at the time.
This your radio station.
You know why?
This your block.
Why? Because I know it was an ambush.
ran off your own
I don't know
block.
what them guys had planned. So I had to get out the way.
You got rid of your own block, man. It's all good, though.
It happens. It happens to the best of them.
Sometimes.
Why we got an issue, bro?
Fredro states that the reason he got quite aggressive is because Charlemagne brought up a topic he didn't like.
Why we got an issue, bro?
Because you brought some shit up that I ain't like, nigga, and I don't like that. I ain't no.
And fam, the whole issue only gets worse from here. It's up to you to decide who you think was right or wrong. But once again, this is just great radio. Charlemagne then asked Fredro Starr, "What you want me to do?" And this is when the rapper completely loses his shit.
I don't know what you want me to do.
You can't do nothing. You can't do nothing. That's what I'm saying. You can't do nothing, big man. You can't do nothing. I know it's so good.
I ain't here for that.
Playing the garbage. Don't play me. My name is Fredro Starr. Do your Googles. What the fuck you want?
Okay, let's move on.
You think I said something wrong?
Let's move on.
Ask the question if we pass it.
The biggest surprise in this interview is that it never got physical because it felt like Fredro Starr was really ready for anything. But this wouldn't be the only time a guest was really pissed with Charlemagne. Back in October 2016, Beanie Siegel stopped at the Breakfast Club for an interview with Charlemagne.
I thought he was gonna hit that nigga.
And this was around the time that Beanie was in a
I thought Charlemagne was gonna get hit that day. I thought he was gonna get hit that day.
vicious beef with Meek Mill, and he also talked about his beef with the game. Charlemagne stated that Beanie sounded like a hater on the 2 diss tracks he released against Meek Mill.
I heard you on Tax Podcast.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I was questioning you with your diss records, man. You sounded like a hater lately, man.
A hater?
Yeah.
How you say that? A hater?
Because I feel like, you know, you put out 2 diss records, but then you was in the studio with me like 8 days prior to the first diss record. And I'm like, if anybody else did that, I think you'd be saying that was a move.
However, Beanie felt that Charlemagne was not even qualified to talk about the beef.
I don't think you qualified to even say I sound like a hater because you don't know all the particulars. So how you qualified to say I'm a hater? Hate on what?
Well,
and why?
I'm just telling you based
But
on
why do you say I'm a hater?
And when Charlemagne continued to press on the same issue, Beans didn't hold back.
So
that other
exactly was the
you ain't qualified to ask me that question. You ain't qualified to get that answer, bro.
After some time, Beanie felt that Charlemagne wasn't keeping it real, so he threatened to walk out of the interview. He then mocked Charlemagne about Fredro Starr almost beating him up on the show, and even called him a sucker.
So I should be out, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, that's me personally. I wouldn't sit there and have a conversation with a
Yeah, you'll sit here and you'll bash a little girl, little mama till she cry. That's what you do. Coward, nigga.
me and you talking to each other now. I tell you that I think you're a hypocrite.
You can think what you want to think.
And I think you be coming off as a hater sometimes.
But you can think what you want to think.
So now, what's next with
I can say, I think you let Fredro Starr and them check you, but you made that little girl cry.
Man, Ebro is a fucking bum. Ebro trash. Charlemagne, yeah. Charlemagne actually got talent. He got some squabbles with this shit. I wouldn't sit there and watch a whole Ebro show. And when I was watching Hot 97, it was because of the artist that was on there. I was more interested in the artist than the host of the show, of course. But Charlemagne be getting them niggas tight. He be getting niggas tight.
They make her cry.
That's you did.
Although Beanie Siegel called Charlemagne several names, the interview never came close to becoming physical. But back at the 2017 BET Awards, this interview almost led to a fight.
Covering for so long, I'm glad it succeeded, man.
Hey, man, you guys are nominated tonight. Have a good show.
Wait. No, wait.
So the Migos were
They
on the
about to
red.
beat the shit out of Joe. Oh my God, I forgot all about this shit. I forgot all about this. Bro, they were about to beat the goddamn snot out of Joe Budden.
Carpet, doing an interview with Navendra Alexis, DJ Academics, and of course, Joe Budden. And if you focus on Budden right from the beginning of this interview, you could easily feel and see the negative vibes he was given. Academics was talking to the late Takeoff about him not being on the hit song Bad and Bougie. And while the other hosts were paying attention to what Takeoff was saying, Joe Budden maintained a dismissive look. He never asked any question.
Hey, Duppy Freestyle, what it do, G? What's happening? That man ain't Duppy Freestyle, that's hard. What's good with it, bro?
What you do? And the only thing he was interested in or eager to do is end the interview.
I feel like that's like a running joke with you being left off Bad and Bougie.
I ain't left off Bad and Bougie. You think I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
Say again?
You say I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
What'd you say?
You say I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
Yeah.
Do it look like I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
What'd you say?
Do it look like I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
Nah.
Well, I look like Takeoff was looking for the words when he was saying the shit. Every time motherfucker, no, every time Offset said Takeoff would be looking like he gonna see the words go across the goddamn air to Academics or some shit.
I mean, that's one thing I like about.
Oh, watch it. That shit funny. I be watching people, man. Some shit, people, it's like how people move and shit just be funny as hell to me sometimes.
Off Bad and Bougie?
What'd you say?
Do it look like I'm left off Bad and Bougie?
Nah. I mean, that's one thing I like about the group because ever since when you were in jail, even though you might see one or the other, y'all move as a collective.
All right, we gotta wrap this up though.
You could tell the room.
Bro said he was watching it. Any of my y'all for y'all 7-13. God damn, boy, that's a whole bunch of you alright, money. Just saying what it do.
What it do?
Just saying that motherfucker building, man. Hey, Dope, you alright, boy? Boy, that's a whole lot of yerk, boy.
The room had gotten quite cold at this time. And after Budden talked about wrapping up the interview, Quavo wasn't going to take no disrespect. So he told him to indeed end the interview.
My bad. Have you tried to jump?
Wrap it up
then.
Close it.
Close it.
But this isn't even the worst of
Close it. Close it. Damn, Joe.
Budden in this interview. Academics then stated that the Migos were one of his favorite groups and artists.
That's so fucked up. How you gonna get down on my guys like that, Joe? If I
Being able
would
to
I'd
have
cuss Joe the fuck out.
Something to always protect myself with this.
Me personally, I would cuss Joe the fuck out. You don't treat my guys like that.
Burna allows me to have that peace of mind no matter.
But Mr. Joe Budden wasn't having none of that. Instead, he dropped his mic and walked out on the people he was interviewing.
Listen, man, I wish I could talk to the Migos longer, man. It's one of my favorite groups. I've been covering for so long. I'm glad they succeeded, man.
Hey, man, you guys are nominated tonight. Have a good show.
However,
hey man, get that motherfucker out of here, bro. I be me, just saying, Bursky, somebody help. Just time out, just a little time out so he learn how to talk right. I mean, don't block him, just sit your ass in the corner for a couple seconds.
The Migos were definitely not taking the Yachi approach you saw earlier. Instead, the whole QC squad pulled up on Budden right there at the award show.
Wait. No, wait.
Where's the security guard?
Joe Budden almost got beat up by the Migos and their entourage, but this beef didn't end here.
Got him.
What happened?
With that. Got him. All right, bro. You tripping.
At the BET Awards, Budden addressed the issue on his podcast, and he had some interesting things to say when he was asked about the incident.
It was in your house? I don't know.
I think I can take 2.5 of Migos by myself.
Not only did Budden say that he could take on 2.5 of the Migos by himself, at some point in the podcast, he called DJ Academics a pussy, and even referred to the Migos as kids.
Academics is one of the biggest I've ever seen in my entire life. But he should never comment on anything that has to do with physicality.
It's also the gun era, by the way.
I'm not
Everyone got a Draco. They don't want to fight.
So that's what everybody's telling me about Migos. Apparently, everybody views Migos as very tough guys. I must not be that familiar with their music. I still look at them like the kids.
However, none of the interviews I've shown you so far compares to this next clip. Not the Kanye interview, not the Migos face-off with Joe Budden, and not even the Fredro Starr interview. He needs no introduction. His name is Charleston White.
We got another one.
Man, you must sit down.
Hey, bro, we got trash in the chat. Mars, we got trash in the chat.
What you mean what I'm on? What's going in my hand?
On the 23rd of November, 2022, Charleston White was on DJ U's Go Crazy podcast, explaining why he gave money to Tuka's mother and FBG Duck's mom, Mama Duck, but not King Vong's mother. Charleston revealed that he never knew about Von's mom's situation, and that when he heard about it, he didn't have enough money at the time, so he couldn't help her.
I knew nothing of Tuka and FBG Duck until now. And when I heard about their mamas, when I heard about those kids, mamas, and how they was being treated, I showed love. Even though I don't know nothing about King Von mama, y'all gonna show love to Von mama. I didn't have that chance. That I had at my fingertips. When I first made a video saying, man, I heard about this kid Tuka. How the can y'all be saying this shit? His mama.
DJ U stated that most people in Chicago felt that if Charleston was gonna do that for Mama Duck and Tuka's mom, then it's only right that he does it for other mothers who lost their sons to gang violence. But Charleston White made it clear that nobody was going to tell him what to do with his money. Then he gives Chi-Town the middle finger and states that rather than them trying to tell him what not to do, they should give their own money to Von's mother, rather than expecting him to do it.
And I think with that part being said, the only thing that kind of like, I guess, bothers the Chicago community is like, if you go do that, you gotta do that for everybody.
I ain't gotta do that. Y'all go do it.
That's the reason.
So what Chicago is suck my dick? Because how you gonna put that on me when y'all ain't even done a little what I done done?
Okay, right.
How you gonna dictate what I'm gonna do with my heart when you don't even have in your heart to do it?
Most people would be wary about what they say concerning Sharrock and King Von. Charleston White really doesn't give a fuck. He stated that no one can make him care about Von's mother.
From the knowledge I got, King Von was a my mama had 2 sons locked up for and my mama let everybody know I'm not in agreement in what my son's done. But look, so this is what I'm saying. You can't make me care about King Von mama. I don't give a about his mama.
Fam, this isn't even the best part of the interview or the craziest shit Charleston White said during this podcast. Only Charleston White would say right in front of a camera, F them dead ninjas.
But I don't give a damn about it. I helped this mama. Why do I need to know about 2? I don't give a about Duck or Von. I helped this living mama that preached about give a what they were. Why y'all not helping their mama?
Charleston White then completely loses his cool when DJ U tells him he can't use the F word when talking about Von's mother.
Why from Texas got to pay his mama car note? Why? And y'all want to tell me what I'm going to do with my money?
Yeah, you want to do it because you...
I didn't... Oh, no, she asked me.
No. She asked
you. A goddamn... Now, how I know that need a car note pay? How the I know she need a car note pay if she don't ask? You think I'm calling and asking, do you need a car note pay?
Right. Nobody say I ain't gonna say...
Come on, homie. So this is what I'm saying. Not one of my homeboy mama, y'all will never have to help in Texas. Nigga, I'm tired of hearing. So I can say fuck whoever mama. And I behind me saying they mama.
Damn.
So somebody else helped them hold. And I ain't now. So y'all gonna help them. Since y'all got so much to say. Give me back the money then, ho. I ain't have to help now more, you rotten ass ho. My mama ain't got a bunch of kids that y'all you hoes. Your baby y'all paying. Give me back my goddamn money, ho. Or in Chicago.
You know what? I can't wait till somebody put the video together. Like Charleston White and every back and forth he had from start to beginning. And it's gonna be the same story every time. This man come around somebody who got some motion, try to be cool with them, end up cussing them the fuck out and trying to say they ain't shit. Every time. I done seen this man do this shit like 10 times. I'm just waiting on somebody to put the video together. But I'm telling you, if you watch this man's history and the back and forth that he done had with other content creators and other social media personalities, bro, it's the same shit every fucking time. I'm telling you, dog. As soon as I get back hot again, that little fucker ever come anywhere near around me, nah, bro. Salute to you. Get the fuck out my face, big dog. I don't want shit to do with you, my nigga. Nigga, see how you operate, bro. Call yourself trying to help somebody. 2 days later, you talking Cash Money shit on every interview you go on. Fuck that. That ain't worth a damn.
This interview then completely goes left, and Charleston does something you would probably never see in any other interview.
Keep a goddamn gun for whatever. Keep a motherfucking gun. Keep a motherfucking gun. Keep a motherfucking gun, Chicago. Say, homie, you got a nigga, what you got going? Man, you better sit down, homie. What you mean what I'm on? Put me with a gun in my hand.
After whipping out his strap, Charleston White eventually declares that the interview is over, and then to prove that he really doesn't give an F, he repeats exactly what DJ U asked him not to say.
He ain't bothering me to tell me I can't say what I can say. Man, so I don't give a all that say. You say what I'm gonna say, man. Who told you that? Say, homie, no problem with you. Come on, man. Interview over. He asked somebody who's say, can I grab my motherfucking gun? What I can't say is say something. Nigga, you lying to me? You lying to me? I know what I'm hearing. I know what I'm hearing. I know what I'm hearing. No, homie, y'all go. Y'all go. I ain't going nowhere. No, bro. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't wrong. Nigga. What's happening? Telling me what I can't.
So, tell me, what do you think? Do you agree with what Charleston White said? And which of these interviews do you find most entertaining? Let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.
That shit was
you're back on bro in his music.
Remember
that?
Back to these folks getting exposed. Goddamn.
Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news. Now today we have, hey yo man, we got a lot of stuff, man. Like we got Rich Homie Quan information, man. We got ASAP Rocky doing folks wrong, man. We also got we got Jaguar right on deck, man. Dame Dash calling for transparency, man. Tupac's family, man, and looking into Diddy's murder. Diddy's murder. Tupac's family looking into Pac's murder, and potentially putting the finger on Diddy about it. There's a lot of information, man. If I keep scrolling the gram, we ain't never gonna get a video out. So let's get right to it. Check this out, man. First off, let me put a smile on your face with this clip that brought a smile to my black heart. You know what I mean? And will most likely bring one to yours. Okay. This one involves ASAP Rocky. Take a look at the joint real quick.
As far as everybody being equal, color, homosexuality.
You know what I'm saying? Look, that was downright diabolical, man. I like that, man. And look, and I'm here for it. Okay. Look, you saw the look on dude's face, man. He was like, yup. Wait, what? Yeah, bro. He said that, and then he pointed directly at you. Okay. Oh man, look, I can't wait to do that, man. Look, next time I see you, okay? Oh, look, if someone does that to you, it was me, okay? And don't try to fight him, because whether I win or lose, you know you've been in a damn fight, okay? That's for damn sure, all right? You like, you can't see me. No. You can't see me, okay? Hey, look, figure this. Look, I'm always in fear for my life, all right? For real, but not really, okay? And I'm very fast, man. I think I told you that before. I'm kind of fast, okay? Never mind on that. Listen, Rich Homie Quan's brother is definitely going through the stages of grief. And the first stage is generally denial, all right? But the second stage might be where bro's headspace is at right now, okay? The second space is anger, which is usually mixed with blame. Now, the report is out that Rich Homie Quan officially died of accidental overdose of fentanyl, alprazolam, codeine, and promethazine, all right? Yeah, like a lot of the drugs that they've been rapping about, right, and glorifying. That's what killed him, okay? Immediately, everybody became a participant in the blame game, all right? Look, they blame his BM, they blamed his brother, whoever sold him the drug. Everyone was responsible except the person that actually made the active decision to partake in the drugs, okay? Which I understand, but I mean, you even want to see who made it easy for bro, okay? I get that part, all right? Or who may have kept him or encouraged his addiction, okay? Now, Quan's DJ has cast blame on Rich Homie Quan's fans themselves. You're like, how the hell I get roped into this? Never mind that. You did it, okay? You know what you did. Remember? You accused Rich Homie Quan of snitching on Thugger and then you turned your back on bro and his music. Remember that? Look. At least that's what DJ Turnt said, all right? He said this. He said, let me see if I can pull up what he said. Let me see. I had it here. Well, where's it at? I'm trying to look for it. Can you give me a second? Sheesh. All right, look. He said, let's see what he said, man. Come on now. You should have had this up. You should have did the screenshot like you always do. All right, look. He said, wait. Is this all he said? I think man, hold on for a second, man. I know what I'm doing. Hold on for a damn second. Gosh, so dumb. No. You're not dumb. You're not dumb, okay? I love you. All right, look. Listen. He goes, nobody wait. He said, nobody poisoned my brother. Please stop blaming Dre, his BM, his plug. Stop it for real, for real. Quan was hurting because how y'all treated him, how y'all forgot about him. Anything he posts, y'all writing rat underneath when bro didn't tell on nobody. Bro was hurting because he still had a message that he felt y'all didn't appreciate. Quan loved his family more than anything, especially Dre. If y'all want to blame anybody, blame yourself. Blame yourself for turning y'all backs on him. All he wanted was to be heard again. It's crazy because he told me this was the only way that he would trend again. I just hate that it was this soon. Cool. That's terrible, man. Real talk, that's terrible, all right? But, I mean, here's the thing, man. The crowd's fickle, okay? The crowd is very fickle. One day is king this, king that. Blessed is he who comes in the name. Next day is crucify him. Look, the crowd can turn at any time. I always remember this, okay? It's important to be well aware of it, all right? We see that with Eric Adams and Puffy. A year ago, they were celebrating and giving each other high fives, getting keys to the city and whatnot. Now, a year later, both dudes are getting indicted, all right? And to me, whether folks want to hear your message or not, just spit the message, okay? Just spit the message. Because for me, the message is more important than the messenger, okay? You get caught up in the messenger and you miss the message. It's not unusual, or rather, it makes perfect sense that there's no physical description of the Messiah for me. Because folks would then get caught up in that, okay? There's no height, no complexion, nothing. You're like, but his feet was bronze and his hair like, whoa, that's dreadlocks. Cut it out, all right? And read the scripts right, okay? That's the exact reason complexion and hair type isn't even mentioned. In Revelation 1, it says his hair was white. His hair and his head were white like wool. White like wool. His hair and his head, okay? It doesn't say hair like wool. It says white like wool. Goodness gracious. And it says his head was white like wool, okay? If his head is white, he's not a white man. See, the details of the messenger will throw you off from the message. That's why we got people worshiping complexions now. You see what I'm saying, man? Rich homie Quan sounds like he got, I know some of y'all mad now, but I said what I said. That's why there ain't no complexions in the scriptures like that. All right? Glorified state, Revelation 1. Come on, you should know this. All right? Rich homie Quan sounds like he got discouraged from spitting his message because they started attacking him as a person, so he didn't relay the message and think of the message that he could have hit people with. Bro could have spoken on his struggles with addiction, how it's an uphill battle, encouraging others to take up arms and trek uphill against addiction with him. You understand what I'm saying? So even if he fell, folks could support him. Instead, his more mature messages are all muted and kept to himself, and the demon of substance abuse cornered him, all right? Had him in a corner, and he ain't had nobody to back him up because everybody's so busy screaming out rat, and it killed him, okay? Spit the message, especially if it's worth it. F who don't want to hear it. That is, forget everyone who don't want to hear it. That's my thought process, all right? If it's worth it, spit it. If the message is powerful, then folks won't be able to stand against it. I aim for my message to be like gravity, man, okay? Ain't no resisting or circumventing this joint, okay? But for so long. Look, my message is like, move your hand, okay? Move your hand. Because you know how you always be trying to block, well, forget it. You know how they be trying to, well, forget it. Dame Dash. Dame Dash is always very vocal about his position and stance, right? He's provided his thoughts on the industry, being as quiet as possible in the midst of the diddler's accusations that are being tossed around like hotcakes. Hotcakes, all right? Take a listen to what Dame Dash had to say. I mean, take a listen to this.
You already track how far you've gone. The forecast each day.
Transparent. Like, you can ask me any question. Like I say no, you can ask me why. I said no, and I'll explain it to you. You can challenge you. But at the end of the day, if I'm expecting you to consume the things that I'm doing, my products, I do believe that you deserve a certain degree of honesty. Like, why do we all have to wait? I don't want to wait. Just tell us what happened. Or tell us it didn't happen. Say something. Not just y'all, anyone that's being accused of that shit, bro, because we definitely want to know. The whole world wants to know. But when people start resigning and people start erasing their Twitters, then it just starts to look suspicious.
Hey, Katie and Maddie done pulled up on me. Okay. Shit, what's going on?
What are you
doing? Y'all in the building?
And, you know, it makes people ask questions. And from all these, like, the shit they saying is unbelievable. It's crazy. It's nuts. Bull. And I've never seen, like, my legacy has never been compromised in that way. Where people are making, you know, the cartoons. You see this like dark cartoon that be on? I'm like, yo, this is crazy. It's just the fact that it's being said. It's the same thing. Like, I'm sure people want to know between me and homeboy, yo, why are y'all beefing? He's never explained that. He's never said like any of those things. So I just think in this day and age, based on the accusations that happened, not just him, everybody should just, you know, I did when they said that those parties with me and Alita and Jennifer Lopez. Bro, I was at a party with Alita, Jennifer Lopez is on the pillow, Natani's on the pillow. I'm gonna be on that pillow. You know what I'm saying? But not next to no dudes. And then I'm out. But I addressed it. You know, I be like, no allegedly, like no Diddy pause, or like, you know, they be like, no allegedly. I would think that they could shut that down. So I'm curious. Now, I'm not saying it's true or not. I'm saying, yo, well, how come when I say the little shit, like I got sued again, by that, again, I don't want to get sued, right? Because they take anything. But Josh Weber, the dude that's pretending he directed a movie I directed based on my personal account, sued me in LA again for $4 million for a interview I did with Earn Your Leisure, where I didn't even say his name. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be careful. So I know, like, you can get sued for nothing. So I'm like, yo, how come nobody's suing these people? Why won't they just say no? Like, I'm not calling out no names, but we all know the shit they're saying is nuts. Pause. But I just wish, to be honest, that the people that are being accused of certain things, they should just step up and be like, yo, they bugging. They don't just get that shit. Like, this is a very transparent place and world in these days. It's very easy to say that's not true. I wasn't at that party. I didn't do what they said I did. And, I remember when I would ask Jay, yo, how come they keep saying we beefing? And how come you don't say nothing about it? He goes, I don't want to bring no fuel to it. Nah, that brought all the fuel to it. So being silent is sometimes the loudest thing in the world. So I believe if the things aren't true, because I hear the stuff that Jaguar says, and she be on like 10 toes down, like not allegedly. And I've been sued for not saying allegedly. That's why I got this problem I have now with this judgment. I have been sued for not saying allegedly. So the thing she's saying is,
hey, yo, man, I hear what he's saying. I hear what he's saying, man. Everybody acting like they ain't really interested in what, but I hear what he's saying. I want to know too. All right. Some folks are like this. Like some folks are like, oh, I'm not gonna dignify that with a response. That's what Bill Cosby said. Remember? I think that's what he said, right? Oh, I'm not gonna dignify that with a response and stuff like that. Like some statements are too low to respond to. But if folks are saying that I did X, why not be clear and be like, hell no, I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to flip a table. Okay. Look, he said, when folks get this quiet, the silence is louder than screaming. Okay. My thing is this though, man. People like Jay-Z doesn't really say anything. He's always been very quiet to me. So it's not like bro is acting out of character. You know what I mean? If it's the folks that usually have a lot to say suddenly going dark. You know what I mean? The store that's open 24/7 going dark all of a sudden, that raises a lot of suspicions. Okay? Why it's always open? Why is it closed now? What's going on? Okay? Rat infestation. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so whatever. Listen, Jaguar Wright. All right, listen. Jaguar Wright has been on Piers Morgan. That joint's been all over the internet, okay? So I'm hoping you use Jaguar Wright and thing and Diddy and Jay-Z as a thumbnail with Diddy.
I haven't seen that yet, and I'm scared to react to it. Like, if I watch it, I kind of want to react to it, but man, God, I already know, bro. I'm not. That's a copyright strike.
Diddy or whatever. I don't know what you're gonna do as a thumbnail. I don't want to tell you what to do neither. You know what I'm saying? But man, I swear it's got to be an algorithm. See, Jaguar Wright's been on Piers Morgan. He interviewed her, and she had a lot to say concerning Jay-Z, Diddy, and the whole 9 yards. And here's the thing that got me. She said, I'm not telling you what someone told me. She said, I got first-hand account. You know why I got first-hand account? She said, because I myself was a sex worker. That's what she said. She said I was a dominatrix. I said, holy ish. I didn't know that, okay? I don't even cuss. You know that. I said that in my heart. I didn't really say it out loud, okay? She said it was first-hand accounts. And then she had this to say. We got clip 1, clip 2, source. You know what it is. Take a listen.
He's got everybody on tape. They all know it.
For those who were never at these freak-off parties, what were they like?
See, this is the thing. Everything that I'm about to say to you is not my first-hand knowledge. It is my first-hand witness account experience. I was a sex worker. I was a dominatrix before I got my record deal. That's how I know how the dark world and the sex world and the entertainment world run hand in hand. That's why the movie Blink Twice is so important. Salute to Zoe Kravitz. The sex workers that I have worked with throughout the years and continue to work with, even to this day, worn hidden cameras. I have my own tapes. I've seen what they do. The ritualistic behaviors, the drugging, putting girls in suitcases, dumping them in alleyways. It's horrifying. And it's all done under the protection of, this is going to be paid off. There's another NDA. This is going to be, it's terrible.
It seems to have been something that a lot of people knew about, but people were simply too scared to talk about.
Everyone knows. And every person that's sitting there trying to act surprised knows very well. The whole point of this, like Cat Williams said when he sat with Shay Shay earlier this year, the whole point of this is for them in a coordinated effort to pretend like none of it is real, for the public's perception. But everyone knows what's going on, and it's been going on for years. It's been going on before Diddy. See, people keep looking at him like he's this Sputnik that came out of nowhere. This is someone who was designed to be what he is. We got to stop making Diddies. And if we're going to do that, then we got to go back. We got to go back to even further the mentors of these people. Because Diddy was taught how to do what he does systematically, and Clyde Davis has been his greatest teacher. Oh, why there's no vindication for me? Because for 4 years, I've been screaming, not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
Jay-Z has been notable by his silence since these charges were brought against Diddy. Why do you think that is?
Because that's what he does. He starts little fires everywhere. forces everyone involved to go and carry water while he sneaks away without.
There have been other clips where she was like, y'all can't sue me for defamation. You know you can't sue me. That's what she said. She said, you can't sue me for defamation. And she said, and I am not going to say allegedly. She said, she told you. She said, I'm not going to say it because you only say that if there's, like, it might not be true. But she said, I know what I said is true. I'm an eyewitness. Try me. I said, damn. I said, she ain't playing. She ain't playing. See, people talk, man. People talk. They say, they look. I know a lot of people think like, oh, well, I'm going to do this on the slide. Ain't nobody going to know. No, people talk and it gets out, man. What's done in the dark will come to the light, okay? On top of that now we're hearing about Tupac's I've been listening to Tupac all week. You like, what you been listening to? I've been listening to the song Violet. That's one of my favorite Tupac songs. Violet. The song Bomb First. That's one of my favorite joints. I love that beat. It sounds like a but whatever. Violent. Bomb First, Against All Odds. I just keep playing those three. You know what I mean? Tupac had so much passion. My bad. Tupac's family estate is looking into Diddy's connection into Pac's murder. This is wild. Take a listen to this joint real quick.
The family of Tupac Shakur is investigating a potential link between the murder of Tupac and Sean Diddy Combs. This coming from attorney Alex Spiro, who represents Tupac's family. Now, this investigation had been previously reported by unnamed sources, but earlier today, Spiro confirmed to our court TV team that he and a team of investigators has been hired.
Sean Combs allegedly had business dealings with Dwayne "Keefe D. Davis, who will go on trial next March for the murder of Tupac. This was back in 1996. Some have speculated that Diddy ordered Tupac's death.
Oh, they're converging on bro. They're converging.
Dog, I always wonder why the fuck this man brought in. Like, why ain't nobody looking at a question Diddy? Especially after Keefe D went down. I'm like, bruh, why? Like, shortly after though, started going downhill for old boy. So much going on. So much.
Converging on bro. And here's the thing, man. Between the hotline, ad services, 120 witnesses, the 9-year-olds getting violated. I just saw a thumbnail from Tisa Tells that said, oh, we got the 9-year-old video. I could have sworn I saw that. I could be wrong. I guess I got to take a look into what she's talking about. But what I'm saying is this. Everybody is converging on bro. And he's going to need a...
What is this? Double drop gem? It can trigger continuous drops and increase drop rate by 50%? Is this for real? Let's use it to enhance my weapon.
A boatload of money to get out of this. And if he don't got a boatload of money, remember how Trump got into all that trouble, so he started selling sneakers and stuff like that, and then his money went right back up. His money keep going back up because he could just do anything and drop anything. And, you know what I'm saying? He's selling sneakers and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is people were donating to Trump, so his money always stays up. He could pay for whatever. What I'm saying is this. I think it's possible to deplete bro's money so much that he don't got no defense. And then it's just like all these people just trying a regular man, like a man with no money, with no papers. That's what I mean by a regular man, a man with regular money. You know what I'm saying? Regular money. He only got like 100. A person that got like 150,000, 120,000, 70,000, 50,000. This is regular people. Okay? Because last I knew. Well, let me look at Diddy's net worth. You like how you gonna tell? I can tell. I got ways of telling. Diddy's net worth. What does Google say? You're like, oh, you stupid, you go on Google. But whatever, man. Where you go to get your information? The damn internet? You think you putting on a lab coat and messing with beakers and stuff like that? You think you're a scientist because you know how to click around on the damn internet? Everybody does that, bro. People be acting like they be doing deep research and stuff like that. All they be doing is clicking. According to Yahoo says, is it gonna say it? Oh, they brought me to the site, man. They're gonna tell me, man. It says Diddy's speculated net worth is $600 million to $1 billion in 2024. Oh, he got paper. Wait. Sean, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that website is. Celebrity net worth? I don't know. They said $600 million too. Business Insider says he had reached $1 billion, but whatever. I don't even care anymore. Listen, where we at over here, man? Another one, right? After being accused in a lawsuit doing Diddler-esque shenanigans involving a woman being bound and violated by multiple people, she said that the security guard was in on it. Bro denied the accusations and allegations the way I feel like I would have denied it. This man damn near flipped the table, okay? Then he showed all...
Look, bro said, look. I didn't say she lying, but goddamn, she just lying on me. Look, man, them niggas probably did that shit cool.
Joseph Stewart. Now, he's known as Big Joe. Even, I think, who's that? Yeah, that was Black Rob. Said it in his own video. You know what I'm saying? Don't let me go get the G.I. Joe. In that song, Woke. You know what I'm saying? So, the young lady, she contacted me. It had to be up to 9 months to a year almost. ago. And that's the young lady who has said that Diddy and Joseph Stewart, as was told, I think the people know him as Big Joe. She contacted me. She said, yo, Gene, gave me her credentials, told me who she was friends with.
Yo, the passion that bro had, I think he's innocent. Personally, I believe him. I mean, I could be wrong, and that's cool, because I've been wrong about a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? But I believe him. He said, I'm not questioning her integrity. I just know I didn't do what she said. You know what I'm saying? Look. When the news reached out to the young lady and the attorney, their response was, oh, the complaint speaks for itself. The complaint speaks for itself? What if the complaint got the wrong guy? Personally, I believe him, okay? She got to prove that beyond a reasonable doubt. Like, if the jury or the judge is not certain of bro's guilt based on the evidence, if there's any significant doubt that arises from reason or logic or common sense, bro should not be convicted at all, or you know, none of that should stick. If there are records that bro wasn't even in New York, it's a done deal. I'd be like, oh, please take me to court. And then, after you take me, I'm experiencing a ton of mental distress. So you know where we going with this. Man, it would go crazy. Because, I mean, don't be accusing me if I wasn't there. I didn't do it. You know what I mean? See, my thing, like, I don't mean to belabor stuff, but you know what I'm saying? You're like, yes, you do. I mean, that's the job here that I'm doing, right? That's the job here. So I'm doing it, and I'm doing it right. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing it right. You just mad. Listen, let me tell you this weird piece of information. Are you ready for this? The Diddler has been appointed a new judge for unknown reasons. Tell me that ain't the weirdest thing you've ever heard, okay? For unknown reasons. You're like, why? I just told you, nobody knows. It's unknown, bruh. They keep it a secret. Don't tell anybody, okay? A new judge was assigned to Diddy's criminal case. This is according to allhiphop.com, so don't tell anybody. Judge Aaron Subramanian replaced Judge Andrew Carter per court records. Andrew Carter, we need to know why you left. What went down for real, bro? No reason was given for Judge Carter's exit. A courthouse news reporter said Carter frequently recuses himself from cases because his wife is a lawyer for the Bank of New York. Don't you hear people whisper like that where you can hear every word they say? They be trying, Bank of New York Mellon, and worked for J.P. Morgan Chase. So why do you have to recuse himself? Legal Affairs journalist Megan Cuniff noted that Judge Carter hinted at finding a replacement at Diddy's September 18 bail hearing. She said, this is what she said, don't tell nobody. She said, if I can't try it, wait. He said, Judge Carter said, if I can't try it, I'll find a colleague who can, if you want to set a trial date. That's what the judge told Diddy's lawyer, Mark Agnifilo, okay? So, I don't know. They putting somebody new on it. Don't say anything, okay? You didn't hear this from me, all right? That's just what happened, okay?
That's weird.
You're like, this guy's goofy. Whatever, all right? Then we're perfect together. Listen. Let me go to my shout-outs. I'm at the end. I've had enough. I'm done. I had enough. What's my time looking like? 17? Oh, you might have a 20-minute video.
Man, salute the celeb. Salute the celeb. And source. Salute the celeb's ass source. No videos, as always. How long, bro? Let's talk about Diddy. I want to hear Dame Dash talk about nothing. But what I am finna do is hop off real quick. Oh, bet this. I'm about to be spinning live somewhere. If I don't end up going back to dog, I am tired of it. But yeah, yesterday was super dope. Yesterday, big brother, man, like big brother, blood brother, area. At a wedding in the area, bro. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like getting the Uncut shut down again. Yeah, that's what we might end up doing. If I do get to spend, I'll be on Uncut. We'll try to get up to a party 2 weeks shut down. Down next, everybody who put on this will make sure everybody double tap the screen right now. I appreciate it. Put your boy with that light, man. I need them. Need them all. Catch y'all next week.